Hello, this is Eric at RC Monster Garage, and we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna do a series of video fixing this Jeep that I just got from an auction. This Jeep been in an accident, and the reason I'm doing this is to show you the value to work on RC cars, because then you can implement everything to real vehicles. I'm gonna restore this vehicle in about less than 30 days. And then I'm gonna show everything that I do. I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit body shop work, that it's something that you learn with the time. And then we have the Ford one hidden here that we're gonna work on. But let's start with this, show you the damages that it's have. So it's missing here the bumper. As I figure out, and pieces of wood that I pull, someone hit a telephone pole with this thing. It's a brand new Jeep. It's 2016 with 30,000 miles, and someone crashed it really bad. But there's no frame damage at all. The damages are already, I start pulling well here on the hood, and it's got a ding that we're gonna pull right now. And the pole, probably the telephone pole that it hit, fell and hit the hood and the top right there and broke the windshield. But this is should be easily pulled out. It's not that easy. We're gonna have to work it out, and then we're gonna replace the windshield. I already got a brand new windshield. We're gonna change the mirrors. Those mirrors broke, and all those fender flares, I'm gonna change those with actually a nice metal one, not those plastic one come from the factory. They're not really that cool looking, and they make the Jeep look very cheap. And we're gonna change the front bumper. I'm gonna see if it's repairable, and it's even worse the time. So we're gonna start with pulling this a little bit more. First, you want to open the hood. You're gonna have some smoke come in, but nothing is burning. It's actually the paint will be chipping off. And we're gonna take our dent puller. You can get those in Harbor Freight fairly cheap. They are decent. I wouldn't say that they are good, they're just decent. And what you do, you have to put the nail inside, and you're gonna press the button here, and it will solder it in. Let's start with here, with the area that I really want to address right now. You have to create a contact, and then you press the button, and well, if you use it so strong that it's actually made a hole. It's mean that the Jeep part is a little bit too thin. I'm gonna make another one. It's actually, those holes will be very easy to fix. Just so you see, this just make a hole in the Jeep front. What does it say about the Jeep quality? Very bad. Okay, I did it shorter time. We have the pin sticking right there. If it's hard to see, right here, you can see. Just sunny today. And then you have this tool. Now this tool, you need to make sure that it's have the stress area. It will just sit on top. Okay, put it in. You have to make sure that it's locked into position. And then you have the hammer. The hammer need to go up, and then it's catch it. What you want to do is make sure it's locked first, and you're gonna push this and give it a small pull. And let's see. No, don't want to catch. It's sliding too much. It's a very thin rivet. That's it. Now it's caught, and now I'm gonna start pulling it. That's it. It's pulled the area, and it's make the hole. I'm gonna weld all those holes later, so it's not really a big deal. So for this section, I'm gonna go back to it. I want to weld all those shut and pull more and more. The problem is that the material here is so thin that it just, even with the thinnest dent puller rivets, it just pull it out. I have a lot of holes that I'm gonna have to close. This is kind of, it's a curve, so I'm gonna have to smooth this in order to get it right. Problem with this specific fenders, they are so thin that like you can just press with them and you're gonna bend them. I'm gonna have to weld them shut, all the small holes, and then smooth it out. But I decided not to keep this hood. I find online a guy that was selling the anniversary hood that is 1,000,000 times nicer than this. This is kind of their regular one that I'm gonna end up putting on it. Since everything is brand new in this vehicle, I don't see any reason to even try to fix this. I will fix it, of course, in order to make a spare part for myself, or even maybe sell it for someone. But if you're in the middle of nowhere and you don't have money, you want to fix those things, you don't need to replace it. I'm gonna flip this Jeep and make it a really nice machine, but all this will be gone, this will be gone, everything gonna look like brand new again. And actually I'm gonna make it nicer. Also, those fenders here, those flares are garbage. I'm gonna remove all those, and I already have the shorty. We got a lot of stuff sponsored by West Coast Air Design Custom Painting. They are paying for all of this, so go check westcoastAirDesign.com. Eric Air, one of the best.